Alright guys, I'm out here today. We're going to try to get this thing apart and see exactly what's been damaged in here. I'm going to spare you the watching me take all these bolts out, but I did want to say something in regards to taking your lift cap off on this. Applies to the 9N, the 8N, the Jubilee, the NAA, the 600, the 800, and so forth. These nuts right here, do not take these off when you're taking your cap off. What these nuts right here hold, they hold your lift cylinder on. You don't need to take that off yet. The perimeter bolts is the only ones I'm going to worry about taking out. And then of course I got to take my pins here and here. Got to take all that out. And this one is the 8N. It's the later model. It just has the one rod that goes down to the pump. There's nothing down there to disconnect, so I'm not going to take my side cover off right now. I will when I probably put it back together, because somebody's got to guide it in down there. But I'm going to go ahead and see if we can get this thing out and see how much damage is done. So anyway, when I get it out and get it out here where we can look at it, I'll get back with you then. Alright guys, I'm going to show you what it is, but I've got to do a little research to find out what it is to fix it. This part right here, I replaced this. When I tore this thing down back in the spring, this is new. The piston that's inside's new, and it's got the upgraded style. I think I mentioned that in the video, but I see what the problem is, and I've got to find out what to do to stop it. And everything's intact. This plate is not broke that I can tell. But in the shop manual on these 8Ns, you've got to set the tension on this spring. And there's little marks. Right there's one, and right there's the other. And there's marks on this, if I can find it. Okay. Alright, it's right here. There's a place right there. Anyway, you've got to get these in line with that mark. And I think the lift's got to be down, so I forget, there's a sequence to doing it. But guys, right here's the problem. This thing here has got offset. Let me see. I fixed it. And it might not come back out again. I don't know. But I got to clean this up. And I think, from the looks of that gasket, the gasket didn't tire coming off. So I'm going to clean this off. And I'll put some more silicone back on there. And I'm going to put this back together. But that's all there was wrong with it. That's why I couldn't engage. See, now it works. But for whatever reason, I'm just looking, guys. If you see that thing, it's offset. And I don't know, when you pull it all the way engaged, it goes over to one side. Alright, let's pull the lift arm all the way down. See what it does. I don't know. I'm gonna play around with that, but guys, anyway, that's what my problem was. What it actually was doing, the draft control was staying engaged, and that's what happened. So I've got to kind of look in on that. But another thing, guys, if you tire into a lift, something that's real important is this pin right here. It wears over time. That pin's $5. Steiner's, the man and his daughter, I can't think of their names right offhand, but anyway, if I think about it, I'll put a link in the description. But they sell them. They're real inexpensive, but they're a pain to put in. Now, I'll tell you that right now, because you've got to heat that thing up to get the old one out and get the new one in there. So I don't know, guys. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna look around at it a few minutes, and if I discover something new, I'll get back to you and I'll let you know. But I think all of this right here, this should not have changed. I see that right there tightened up after I done that. That tightened up. But that's what it was. And I don't know what to do to solve that. But by the time y'all probably see this video, I'm gonna have this tractor back together, whether I fix it or not, because I've got to have it. Who knows, we may have to dress another deer this weekend, and I need the lift to do that. But I know what happened, because I put it in draft. I engaged the draft control when I was plowing, and that's what locked it in place. I don't know. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to examine it a little more and go from there. And I'll get back with y'all before I come to a close on this anyway. So guys, that's where it's at. Talk to you later. Alright guys, I'm here. What we've redone, well, I don't know what you'd say we redone it, but I did make some adjustments right here. And I don't have time to keep this tractor tore down right now, but I'm going to do a little investigating in the coming months. I'm wondering about this arm right here to see about replacing it. And I don't know how well it's going to show up on camera, but this pin that runs through right here and goes across, that pin it looks like this whole linkage is twisted to one side. So I'm not sure if that's the problem, but we made some adjustments with this plate right here and got the book. Guys, if you're ever into this, you need you one of these right here. And read it about 5 or 6 times till you get a good understanding of it. And it gives you the specs on these springs. This one is supposed to be 3 9/16, and this one is supposed to touch. But if you'll follow the directions, I ain't gonna go through it all that again. We've been through it. It'll tell you how to set this. Now, if I tear all this out and rebuild this linkage, I'm gonna have to redo it again. But anyway, we're gonna try this. So far, it seems to be working, and it's lining up better. So hopefully that fixed the problem. I got to blow all this stuff out of it and clean it up. We'll get it back on. One more thing, my hat's off to the YouTube channel, Scott Small Farming. You had the right answer when you told me about keep working that draft control lever, and that's exactly where it was at. So anyway, thank you, sir, for your information on that. So I'm going to finish this up. We're going to get it back up the road, get it back on the tractor, and try to get this wrapped up. So I hope this information of troubleshooting this thing will help somebody that's had trouble with it. And guys, if you got any comments, any questions, feel free to leave them below. And I appreciate you watching. Y'all have a great day.